Alright. Well, hello. We are back. So, did God, what was it, 4.5 hour breaks where I won a game of Star Wars Risk, ate some maid and ate some dinner, and had some fun. So, I'm gonna keep playing through Metaphor Refantazio, because refantazio. It doesn't matter because we stopped rather abruptly. Well, no, it was a pretty fine conclusion. We arrived at Oceania and called it quits there. But yeah, we're gonna keep playing through that. Hopefully for a while until I get tired because I don't have to go to uni tomorrow. So let us get this party started. While the game loads, hopefully appears on screen. There we are. I am going to complain about the game I play because I have not much else to do. Let me tell you the fantastic experience of Star Wars Risk. You see, the thing about Star Wars Risk is that it's a 2v2, 1v1 game. There's 4 armies, and either both players control 2 armies, or one player controls 2 armies, and then 2 players work together, controlling 1 army each. But it's 2 armies versus 2 armies, and
this blooming heat.
the funny thing is that there's the Republic and the Separatists, obviously. However, the game is horribly unbalanced towards the Separatists for one specific reason. And that reason is Order 66. The reason, and you see, they wanted to make it as canon as possible. I gotta plug in my computer because this is lagging like hell. There we go. Suddenly the game runs smoothly.
Yeah?
Sorry, we have to go
Hey, mister!
to Paul?
Just can't stand it.
What do I have to talk to you for?
Need a ride?
Where you wanna go? Oh, good question. Where am I supposed to go?
Alright then. Need a ride?
I don't know.
Choice.
But yeah, essentially, the Republic's troops, at any point in the game, the Separatists can decide to call Order 66,
Alright then.
which causes,
Let's go!
oh hey, I'm doing good, and you? How things going? I'm doing pretty good myself. Feeling very happy because I won a game of Risk, that Star Wars Risk, that I was just talking about how horribly unbalanced the game is. So if you want to hear me complain about that, you can, but it's just, remember? I think so. Wait, do I? Oh, right. Now I remember. I forgot to follow you back on Twitter, didn't I? That's because I think I forgot your username. Is the thing. But yes, no, I remember now. I just didn't I just scrolled through who followed me, and since I forgot to do it the first time, I forgot what your username on Twitter was. But yeah, I can. You just have to remind me what your what your name is.
Got a bargain today.
Oh, briny salt. I want that. Because I have for sure forgot. I'm sorry about that, by the way. But I don't have a good enough memory to remember.
What is there to do now?
Madeline art. Oh, I think I see it. Is that it? I think that's right.
Well then.
What is it you're looking for? Feel free to stop by anytime.
Anyways, the reason, essentially, the reason, Star Wars Risk is unbalanced as fuck is because Order 66 makes it that at any point in the game, the Separatists can just decide that they have a chance to take every soldier on every planet that the Republic troops own. Which means that chance increases as the game lasts longer. Which means as the Republic, you either win in the first 5 turns, or as you have a 50% chance of, or each planet has a 50% chance of falling instantly when the Separatists call Order 66. You can really see the King's face from here, huh? Realized it was slowly moving, but coming to Brawlhaven was beyond my expectation. Wonder why it came.
Yes.
I usually expect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed as we've seen from the coronation round.
Well,
It's actually for the better, seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
okay then.
Now we'd better get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, essentially the
Oh my.
All right then.
that was the major problem. Thing is, as long as oh yeah, no problem. I'm sorry for having forgotten the first time. I wasn't as how do I?
Let's wrap.
What is it you
A
require?
lot. Yeah, look like you, one of my supporters. Are you? No. Don't be shy, D-boy. Finding yourself drawn to beauty is only natural. After all, beauty is always my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? I really disagree. Whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace, like this golden coral pavilion. So I doubt I've been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy rooms at such a lavish place as this. You guys are a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. But yeah, essentially, as the Republic, you have no choice but to lose, essentially. So you in Martyra, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? You're planning to stay at the Sin? Fortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because the exhibition, everywhere's full up, and after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look somewhere else. Wait, that gauntlet run of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martyra. Come on, what sort of technology did you use? Let me in on it. It's secret. Stingy, and Arrow's gonna tell Dad all about it. You sure you saw from our... Yeah, sure, thank you. That'd be nice. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. It means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. No, you can't. You're literally a kid. Look who's here. You're that elder fellow from Martyra, ain't you? Guess we both got ourselves some marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay this in? Sorry to disappoint you. Because I just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling himself come all in? Some joke, eh? Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. The other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. Purpose or Renelda staying there? Fat bloody chance. There's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that one's twice as pricey. Let's say that's where we'll find Louise. Naturally, Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Yes. But
Think so? Guess we'd better avoid that one then. It's not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as the other options, there's Spider's Den over by the tavern. Dodgy looking you geese standing out front, smiling all creepy like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
Never get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not the Spider's Den sounds much better. Again, there's no way we're getting into Golden Coral, so we might not have a choice. Should we check it out? Sure.
All right then.
So this way and down.
What do I do?
But yeah, essentially, as the Republic, you're essentially doomed to lose. Hunt for lodging, are we? I've got a spare room available. One few serves take me one, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes, and I wouldn't dream of turning business away. Feel free to have a look at the accommodation. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of.
Place really shady. We might as well look at the room. We don't really got a choice, do we? So yeah, very unbalanced.
Well,
We somehow won,
should
but
have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
honestly, rather sleep with the runner.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be
I think
poisonous.
it was bigger than your head.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Oh, why are you
Listen to you.
stuttering?
You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you
but-
lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that.
Rob lived in the giant sandworm nest and scared
Joanna
of
will admit to
bugs.
the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet
Go
for all this,
politics.
we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
Of course she will. We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
We've got a choice now anyways.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
I trust her.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days.
Ah, fuck now.
After all, the bounty still says I'm a
No way in
kidnapper.
hell are we giving your head.
Balderdash will not sacrifice
Thank
an
you.
innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
He's just
Right.
suicidal, bro.
We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early
True that.
yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper
No.
supper, eh?
No way now. I'd rather we lose the competition
Won't be
entirely
my
than
last,
sacrifice
after
you.
all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
I'll check it out after probably tomorrow morning at some point after I'm done.
What are we without?
But you're giving speeches now.
What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty
Right, he's elected.
is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
I think he's the
Sounds like the
funniest
candidates have
candidate.
started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one?
But
Beauty
talents
is
and skills aren't
power.
equal.
Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of youth.
Yeah, sure. And according to who stands with beauty exactly, that's the real question.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for
Sure
a
is it?
king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A
Who are
beautiful
you?
face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace
Not a problem.
without using the
It's
power
nice to.
we
I always
command.
like seeing what artists do it for.
For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
True that.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Best candidate.
You're just what this land needs.
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne?
Oh, actually true.
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Ugh.
Luis isn't
Lord
even
Luis,
in
is
the
it?
running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
I guess yeah, that is actually impressive. That's like having a political debate in North Korea, just like in the middle of a square or something.
Indeed.
That is impressive.
Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block.
Actually,
and a
you know what?
flagon
He's great as
in
well.
Every hand. All you can drink, all year round. Woo! Next round's on lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom
You fight for
powerful
Louis,
beyond a
dumbass. You don't want the crown.
Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Let's go. That's the one.
Goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you
Oh,
swine.
does he not work for Louis? That's something good to
Quite
know.
a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there.
You would betray
He's an elder, ain't he?
Louis and join us.
Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
What you
Pay
mean?
him no mind. A drunk's words when
I have every chance. I'm like the best
Wow,
candidate
there are fish sitting in front of the
after
store.
some of them.
I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I
That
admit,
doesn't sound
I'm
right.
curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
I feel like we're not allowed to do that, are we? I guess we are, huh? Weird, creepy creature. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Really edible?
It's twitching, God.
Natural.
By all means.
Hulkenberg is gonna
let us
love it.
try
Did she even look at it?
Oh, a meal she doesn't enjoy.
Tis
Oh, never mind.
delicious.
I was wrong.
The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright in
Oh,
any.
you'd be surprised.
I hope.
At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through.
Exactly.
Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
Exactly. You love the slime, didn't you?
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Yeah, has she been eating dirt while searching for the prince or something? Like, lady, you need some
Excuse me,
help.
friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
Yeah. I had to do something.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you. All right?
I love this man. A gambler? Bro. Let's go. He's the man. Gambling addicts rise up.
That cry is an odd one.
Going all in.
Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
That's how I won the game of Frizz, by the way. I've not finished talking about that. Essentially, we're in a pretty good spot. Then Order 66 happened, and we got fucked.
Brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
But
Whatever it is.
luckily,
He's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways
I
of the
had
world, poor lad.
all of my
I think he's worth
whereas
keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
God, I hate I'm yawning already. But yeah, essentially, my partner, we're in a 2v1, so we control one army each and the other control two. We'll find our gauntlet runner and yours ought to be there to greet them. When day dawns, we head to the gauntlet runner. But yeah, luckily I had my army split in two, whereas my partner kind of split it over all of his countries. So he lost most of it. Luckily, I lost a lot of few countries, but my two main armies remained safe. So I put everything on the main one, on one plot, on one space. Used the mechanics to my advantage, and then went all in a straight pot towards Palpatine, and won. Okay, continue to declare Order 66. You put Palpatine somewhere, and if you lose him, the game's over. So it does sound like there's an inconvenience, but if you have a strong position, it's really not, because the pros outweigh the cons so severely that it's not even a question. Oh my god, he's drunk again?
Again.
Yes.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Could have looked like Monkey from Monkey King.
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. Tis a precarious position.
They'll come.
No.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
Splash some on his as well. After they're still here. Cool, they arrived.
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't
Oh.
expecting anyone to come in. You see,
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
Oh,
I'm
like
so
last time.
terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nurus over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grapefruit grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Wow, he really doesn't handle
Please
his
do not
alcohol
blame
well.
the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
Heimisei's talk no jutsu was so high level that like he could induce a change of heart without even being a phantom thief. Like, bro, he's just too good. He's the most OP party member.
Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves.
Hey, I
In
resent
fairness,
that. I'm a great
You're a
person.
woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything.
Maybe she
I do
was
hope
being
you
mind
win the
controlled or
throne.
something. I'd really rather not. No, I intend to do it.
Yes, I intend.
It's my plan.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
Right, Luis?
It seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
God, I'm gonna stop yawning. It's really not the time.
Thank you all for waiting.
There it is.
The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy
Yeah,
of
we've
the
got new
throne.
participants, and we're
At
missing
a
the
later
Luis
date,
guy.
when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
Well,
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now,
we'll make it.
ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table.
Gorgeous is a
Starting with
strong
His and Her
word.
Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady
I've seen her
Rilla
before. Wasn't she the cook?
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
Yes,
A
that's true.
brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot.
She's gonna be a confidant. Bond. Whatever.
Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? So much we still don't know
Oh
about
god,
them.
she's awkward. I love her.
Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Honestly, he's a great announcer.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
He's got eyes everywhere. He's the big bad. Like the Big Bang, but bad.
Now,
And
the
with less
time
bang.
has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Godot, the head of the monk
Godot.
soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
Oh, Godot's so funny. Godot and Glodell. That's literally just a big fish. Bro, is that the best you could do? Really?
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one
Good strat, I
package.
guess.
He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
Yes, there is.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Glodell,
The Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Glodell, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
Oh, it's a big octopus.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
Forden, I assume?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Oh, twice the pride, twice the fall, as Count Dooku once said.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression?
If we have a human, like, we're fine.
He'll be fine.
She's gonna fuck him up.
The reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
We've got the winning strategy.
You lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Oh.
Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting
Exhaustive and
explanation.
exhausting.
Ooh. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our
Indeed we
last
have.
is coming up now. This should wrap
It's
up
our
our
time
show.
to shine.
Now, if the last candidate,
Nikolai.
the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's the...
pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the
Now it's
lady
time for the
Martira?
church to panic.
Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay, the chief of all things.
This, after we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to
Would you
kidnapping.
shut up and let
Anyone
us
who
do our
claims
presentation?
themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
Well, that's quite a turn of events.
Indeed it is.
We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A Sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices
I'll
and
do my
common
best.
cruelties. Please, leave this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
I will. I promise.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
In fact, she's dead. Honestly, she was a very understandable
Those crazy
villain.
kids have done it again. What a show!
Insane that no one gives a fuck about her being dead. Oh wow, we just went up from like 800 to 42. With the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. This eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
Made her realize the error of her way. She's dead, but
the Lady Joanna
yeah.
entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Exactly.
Not bad, pup. We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive show.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
But one of you's on his left.
And now you walk with the Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now
Guys,
you're the
I know
name
it's
on
rough,
everyone's
but
lips, aren't
Dad,
you?
stop it. Only rated her wrong.
No. We only righted her wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time
sure.
he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city with...
Well, worked out.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
What would you want?
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told.
We'd better be getting back as well.
Ah, looks like someone's losing their popularity.
What's so special about those fools?
Well, more than you, that's for sure.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
Yeah, be careful.
It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now.
I'm not getting
We
cold
knew
feet,
going
just
in
we have to
any
be
plan
careful.
to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
In his gauntlet runner? His pocket?
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Yeah. Plan. Sound like a plan.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph! She defiles the very church itself! Oh, a Naturally, it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their god.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day.
Yeah, the church can have to
Divine
go.
right
They are
will be
really
undeniable.
not.
Once I take the
doing
throne,
cool.
I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago.
I know you say that, but...
You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Well, we had fantasy racism and now we have fantasy sexism,
and
huh?
gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Dangerous.
Time marches
Getting
on,
better, huh?
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word? Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night
Oh, that's the
Prowler
thing.
today. Come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
No
On
clue.
the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Louis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he
There's
wanted to
nothing
trap
to do.
us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Louis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
During the day. It's stormy. Night Prowler, huh?
Let's hurry.
This should be on the edge of town, I've heard. Fairman should know how to get there. Ooh, that's pump.
Wonderful.
Rain, what am I gonna do?
Oh, I love sword surfing. It's like shield surfing, but better because you got a sword.
How's it going?
Head somewhere else? A little bit time to shine. Night Prowler. Oh, a lot of these, if those brothers we're talking about, I know the story, I'll take you there right quick. Wait, what the fuck was that? Still jello ass water. I guess in we go. Oh.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show.
Sure.
Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
I mean, legally I'm an
Want to
adult.
talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points from my own life.
You are brothers. And he is
Okay,
the
stop talking about his height.
Here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before
Sure.
you answer, right?
Are we spies? Getting sinister looks from the whole pub. Sounds about right.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I don't want to be.
I
Should
treat
go
all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Louis.
All right, a bit much. Ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
Cool. That's true. And I do need his power for the print. That's
I
the
admire
closest to
Master
truth.
Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brasty, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society.
That's
Our
true.
greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
No
Charadrius.
funny business up there,
I
yeah?
would have said Charadrius.
Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some,
What did you want to do?
10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait,
Oh,
me?
let's set her.
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders?
You said you wanted to help more, didn't you?
Fine.
Now's your
I'll do
time.
it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
Oh, your sunset. Time flies by so fast.
So,
Louis Gauntlet, the Caradrius Station, Warship Harbor. It's fair to guess over there. She said before trying these ports, but I appreciate it. Where you off to then?
Hello there.
Warship Harbor. Don't place to visit after a piss up, but alright, I'm on yourself and climb aboard. I put on my sweater, so it is damn cold in my room, even after turning on the heat.
incredible.
Even until we got right up close to it, but this runner is really is huge. Oh no, put on. Oh, I did put on the heater, but it's really ain't heating. Unfortunate. Shit, wow, this is cold as fuck. I think we're gonna need to like empty the air inside it. Oh, so I don't have the key to do it, the like special level thing. Ow, ow, fuck, ow, 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 shit, my glasses. God damn it. Fucking hell. Oh, I was putting it on the wrong way. That's why I had a problem. Fuck. Come on. There we go. Job. Good enough. So. Oh, wait, that's what I didn't do. Didn't bring my ball. That's sad. Like back home, I had a little bouncy, like a huge bouncy ball. There's like for yoga or shit. It was great to like rest my feet while I was playing. I put it under the desk, but I don't have it here, so fuck me, I guess.
Hey!
Over here, keep your head out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam!
Bumpkins can fawn over the courageous all you want later. You won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with the soiree and all? Soiree? What's that? Bass, how about you don't go telling them anything? They don't need to know. We aren't officially friends yet. Follow me, I'll give you the grand tour. Friendly warning, be on your best behavior. If you try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. If a rude comment to Lord Louis, dead on the spot. Got it? Well, you better not shout at making threats. Stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Well, this is patience then, eh? Lord Louis in the reception room and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
They did a runner.
Check this out.
Your entrance. Do the runner. Oh, Moray, you're here. It feels like a dungeon entrance. Here we are, go in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to this. Don't wander off till you get used to it. This place can be a real maze. Sure, buddy. Definitely feels like the entrance to a dungeon.
Oh, yeah?
These soldiers here, so we should have expected as much from Louis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
if they're not an elder crew is always going to stand out. The same style as all of them for now, stand tall.
And yet...
Oi! You're not serious.
Well, fantasy racism is still here, huh?
Got it.
Thought Louis's thing would be kinda. The room is on the top floor, the lift will get you there. Huh?
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Some sort of magic control locking mechanism.
Yeah?
These suspicious elements out. You know, like the bastards pretending to be grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Secure system. Assuming you need a key to get around?
Yeah.
Different keys for different areas, only a select few ranking soldiers have them. Want to free around the runner, then you're gonna have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
So you're given only to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove more difficult without those in our possession. You need to acquire them then. Are you training treacherous whispers among yourselves, eh? With the gossip and get on already.
Oh, nice.
That's really nice door. Let's forget we're inside a gauntlet runner. Looking around so much. Now what have we got here? We're letting schoolboys in the ranks now. These kids are new recruits. And that's all it took, eh? We'll show the exhibition. Just to be you'd have to prove yourself who can stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Louis' approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself. If someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these pissants against me? Please, I'm a bloody sergeant. You could settle this right here, right now. I'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try.
I'll leave it out, son. Get your ass back to your post, that's an order.
Understood?
Just get it through the tiny heads. Power is everything around here. If you 3 days at most, you have to run home with your tail between your legs. Bitch, I've killed monsters like 10 times your size and strength. You're not impressive. Just gonna stand there, you're gonna move, come on. Bitch, we're waiting for you to move. Or we don't know what to go, we're following you. What do you want from us?
Here?
This would be Lord Louis's quarters. It's the reception room, lass. It'd be daft to show up strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Louis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
There's an McHugh for looking around for this formula. Be careful, lots of sharp eyes about. Try, you'll stay safe too. See you around, I hope. See you soon, I hope. You better not fail this mission, please. There we
A
are.
beautiful city, Brialhaven.
Oh, cinematic with
It
voice
is its
acting.
identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War. If your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive.
I mean, hey, a coward that's attacked. Everything's permitted in
You wish
living
to
war.
join my ranks.
Surprise attack
I need
and
ask little else.
worked out.
Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come.
Here we go.
That's stupid. Like, that's a joke answer. It's obvious. I think that makes the most sense, but that may strike us as a spy.
How
Try
do you
it.
plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Fair
But
enough.
my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to sin.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way.
I agree.
It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
What the fuck is that?
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of royalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
I'm true. True to my
You
cause.
hesitate.
None of these are good. Stay silent.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my order.
Think we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party should be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Sure. I wonder how Gallica's search is going. Good question. Pleased to have found something.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
That you do. And they're opening the door, just like stick behind it. When they open it, zoom in.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters. We thought in case you needed...
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you
Why is
understand?
she a traitor?
And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. Don't make yourself scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big.
So
And
maybe
now
she
I know where
is
it
a
is.
traitor. Maybe. There's a chance. I believe she'd join us as Bond.
Good. You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyra.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much
She's
of her.
fine.
I hope she's all right.
She'll work something out.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is!
Probably the
I'm
wrong
pretty sure I saw
formula.
the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters.
She's clearly said
So
she
I
wasn't
have to wonder
supposed
what
to
she
be
was
there.
doing
Like,
there.
Whatever the case,
I don't think she's on
assume
Luis's
you could lead
side.
the way to the room.
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
We just worriedly hit a luxurious inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. Soldiers manning his run out bonfire duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be
Bitch,
our
I'm
best
the
bet.
leader. How can
You
I
would have
not
the
be
guest
there?
of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration.
Of course I'm up to the task.
Are you
I'm
up
the
to the
most up to the task in here. Being more danger than I.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
Bro, you remember the man who met Luis's daughter, bro? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
Was rather full of himself, yes. Certain Zond, was it? Got told back to his post to make you wonder. Might be in charge of one of the runner sectors.
I see.
Would be unfortunate. Tell his strength is formidable even to be near him. That would simply let us pass. In case, probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Look at that.
I assume I can't leave. Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't even know if I can leave the room. I wonder if what's available maybe lead to affect change. Soldier for a windy vessel. Yeah. I know, we're getting there. Yeah, I shouldn't leave.
Look at that.
God, I didn't expect to be so tired.
Good night.
We're probably gonna finish the stream earlier than I wanted to. Barely an hour, barely, not even 3 hours, huh?
Time
We're gonna
marches
cut
on,
it at
and
midnight,
the
I
age of
guess.
the new king draws nearer. Now then.
Today we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private quarters. The Ishis in charge of each area at once holding the keys. Could seem to make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? The simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so,
We're going to attack. Short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. Call for reinforcements who may not fare so well. Luis's opponents have turned their ranks through martial prowess, ruined their pride and negotiation, and he's still beyond the table. It's a new challenge.
I'm a little worried.
Anything we face so far. Situation will go for new tactics. We have to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, where we may end up over our heads. Infiltrating short decisive battle. Unlike previous operation, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. All the officers are quite strong, and it will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize results, requests to strengthen your abilities, to give yourself a fighting chance. Okay. Could dig up some dirt to an informant, who knows, they might have a weakness we can exploit. Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do something before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
Infiltrate the Charadrius. Mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious. Storms in inclement weather condition may occur around Broadhaven. Neutralize in the warship harbor to infiltrate Louis' Gauntlet Runner. The interior of Louis' Gauntlet Runner is divided in 4 areas: crew quarters, starboard corridor, port corridor, and bridge. To obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget you need to gain access to Louis' quarters by the day of the soiree. He's Gauntlet Runner, huh? I may just cut it here. I am quite tired. I haven't done much, but we're here doing stuff, I guess. Well, I don't know how some guy completed level 28. It's looking like the average is about 34. Yeah, around 34, I'd say. Okay.
What now?
Good to know, good to know. To be about level 34 to attempt it, is what I'm doing here. But,
What now?
I'm quite tired and we had a somewhat long stream. I wanted to stream for longer, but I really didn't sleep much, and I didn't expect the tiredness to hit me at once like that. It is unfortunate, but not much to be done. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know why. I was fine before so I ended the stream the first time, but coming back's been terrible. God, I feel so dead. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end it here. I hope you had a good time. I'm probably gonna see you sometime tomorrow. Actually, maybe not. I do have a lot to do. To deal with my stuff. I need to go shopping. I need to catch up on my work. I'd probably do the work I procrastinated for Friday. And maybe also the, yeah, Odin training. We'll see, I suppose. I don't know if I'll have time. I'll put something on Twitter if I do. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, evening, afternoon, anything. And if my mouth stop be broken, thank you. And I will see you all again in the near future, hopefully.